We are back. Hello, folks. Did you miss me? We're back. We're back with a stream marathon. Hello, folks. Hope you've had a nice few weeks while I was out. Sorry for my disappearance. We'll talk about that in a bit. Uh, but the important thing is that we're here. We're back. And guess who's here too? Morty. Alright. I decided the best way to come back and to catch up on a lot of the streams I've missed this month would be to do a little marathon. And look at that, Halloween is nearly here. So I decided to turn Halloween, the one day of Halloween, I'm going to turn it into an entire week. And we're going to be streaming every night for the next week. And we're going to be doing some horror arts. We're gonna try to aim for as spooky as possible. So maybe not all of these streams, but some of these streams may not be for the faint-hearted. We're gonna do some body horror, some like you know, going back to the fucked up shit. It's been a bit. yeah. And tonight's horror is based on skin. That's the prompt for tonight's, and we got a skin cat here, so it's good timing that he's sleeping right there. Very fitting, lad. So, yeah, every night we're gonna do the prompt for every night is gonna be based on one of my fears. I've talked about this. I've talked about a few of the things that I specifically like, really are really like, icky to me, or that I don't like at all. So we're gonna be going through a few of those. We're also gonna have a special stream that's gonna be a sacrifice. You guys know that when we reach 6,000 followers, that was a threshold to do a sacrifice to the algorithm gods. So I think it's good. It's a good thing to put it in this marathon. You know, kind of a ritual sacrifice. So we're gonna be doing it one of these nights. Save reminder, I haven't even started, but I actually have this document that we're going to use tonight is untitled, so I'm just gonna save that real quick. I'm just gonna call it skin. Anyway, sorry, I've been rambling. Welcome everybody. Hey Sora, Siphon, Hammy, hey Cryptid, thank you so much for the resubs to Cryptid and Loaf. 13 months for both of you, which is perfect timing. Hell yeah. Evil Dilf, hello. Super Kiak, Gabble. Oh my god, everyone's here. Hello. Who else? Pyro's here. Hello. Gajira. Artemis. Agro, hello. Good to see you all. Evelyn, hey. Hey Rounder. And hey Sophia. Good to have you all here tonight. I'm always afraid when I go without streaming for a bit, I'm always afraid that, you know, the algorithms here and there are gonna punish me so much that nobody's gonna make it to the stream. But I'm glad that I get proven wrong with this kind of thing. I'm glad that y'all show up. And post. Alright, so tonight the prompt is based on my own fear of, like, not skin in general, like, I don't mind skin, look. But specifically, like, the stuff that happens to skin, you know, like, the context for this is I studied medicine, for those that don't know, and through studying medicine and just seeing all sorts of like fucked up images, I got kind of like cured of a lot of fears. Like, I'm not afraid of, like, I'm not, or I don't find like any like viscera, blood, that sort of thing, like surgery. I don't find that icky. I find that normal. I literally see it every day. When my partner gets home, she'll show me what she did that day, and this is gonna be like a bunch of pictures of open surgeries. I'm like, whoa, that's cool. Or that time she found maggots in someone's skin, but that we'll keep that one for later. It's a bit icky. So, I got cured in med school. I got kind of quote unquote cured of a lot of fears, but there's two specifically that I couldn't like that I still hate, that I still find, or that just through studying medicine I started finding them like ickier. One of them is parasites, which we'll definitely tackle one of the days on this marathon. I don't know which, because I haven't settled like what goes which day. I just have like a list of things, and we'll be trying to fit each prompt into each day as we go. But we'll be doing a day for parasites, and today might be parasite adjacent too. We'll see about that. But the other one is dermatology. While I was studying the subject for dermatology, there's no joke, I had this book, right, like, so it was printed notes. It was not like a full-on book, but I had to put post-it notes on top of the images because I just couldn't concentrate. I couldn't like focus on the text because the images were so gross to me. Like the like not like a boil or a zit. I don't mind that. It's like the fucked up skin stuff that it really like triggers something primal in me. I hate it. So that is why like dermatology is something I could not get into. well, if it isn't Valfred. Hey, Soup. How do maggots even get in a living person's skin? Oh, they do. Hey, Faya. You've helped gut a deer and fleshly remove deer heart in your hands. That's metal. Yeah, it's like Sora said. Open wound, humidity, and just being really, just not cleaning it. Yeah, gotta be necrosis because the larvae, they eat dead tissue. Medical maggots are sometimes used to help clear dead skin. Exactly, because they will only eat the dead parts. So they can be used. It's not really commonly used. It's, you know, it's like they say, yeah, there's some people use leeches in medicine nowadays still. Both of these things are in plastic surgery, which my partner does. So we've talked about this. I've talked about this with her. Not a lot of hospitals use leeches. They're apparently quite good at reducing, like after a surgery, if you get like a big hematoma, you get a lot of blood in, you know, let's say, you know, you get some tissue put in on your skin or something. It just generally tends to get really, really full of blood basically after the surgery, till it settles back to normal. Sometimes you just got to put a drainage in, right? Just leave a little tube so the blood gets drained out and it doesn't just like fester there. Some hospitals use leeches. The only like relevant use of leeches in medicine nowadays. We need to invent maggots that eat living tissue. That's where the fun begins. I've done that. That's the bee in the brain, the wasp in the brain edit. Have you watched Kane Pixel's new video series? No, I had it in my watch later list. I'll probably get to it soon enough. Leeches are the MVP when it comes to blood clots. They are. Also, thank you for the follow to Spiral X Shock, and a few minutes ago, a Dirt Block, which I missed. Thank you guys for the follows, I appreciate it. Sounds good, Don? Good to see you. I dream I could open my face, not in an Eldritch Horror Maw, but... And I can see the fat pocket in my cheek. Ooh. That sounds fun, you should draw it. I also got some green tea. Alright, so let's jump into Photoshop, shall we? So Bean is here. Bean, if you want to say hi, chat. Just looking at me from the corner of the room. Alright, so this is just a little thing, announcement thing I made for Valloween, which is the name of this little stream marathon. I don't know if I said it. Okay, so these are a few examples of like medical horror stuff that I've done in the past. Some of them related to skin, especially this one, you know, bugs under the skin. This is the vibe we're aiming for. We're aiming for kind of medical horror, kind of clinical setting. Sakuri, thank you so much for the follow. So, sort of like this. You know, maybe not like the scratching the back thing. Jesus! Thank you so much for the resub. I really appreciate it. 16 months, oh my god. Hey, Clayom, is that how you pronounce it? Welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. Nito, thank you so much as well. Alright, so the aim for today, thanks for the follow. The aim for today, I basically just figured out like the main prompts, but I didn't like set in stone exactly the idea I want to do, because I said like let's try to figure that out on stream. But something I haven't really done ever is something like a little trypophobia inducing. You guys know what trypophobia is? It's specifically a sort of like disgust towards patterns with like a bunch of little holes. Yeah. So I'll give you guys a trypophobia test real quick to see if you to see if you feel it or not. It's really dependent on the person. So it's a lotus pod is usually like the example. This sort of texture. That's what usually fucks a lot of people up. Oh shit, holes. Hey Jenna. The flesh horrors are coming. We're just starting out. So we're just figuring out the flesh horrors for now. Hope you're doing well, Jenna. So if this makes you feel some kind of way, you might have a little trypophobia. It's I wouldn't call it, I don't know, some people might actually have like a really strong phobia, like with spiders. Also, here's Bean. Hi Bean, you came up to see me. Some people might have like a really strong fear, like, you know, arachnophobia with spiders, where it's like just this huge irrational fear. Most people I've talked to, it's just like, you know, they just find it really icky. I don't know what it is for you guys. I'd love to hear what you guys, you know, what you guys experience, what you guys feel like. You overcame your trypophobia about stabbing your eraser or your pencil in school. You were doing exposure therapy to yourself. Ooh, Bean. What if you love the texture? Then you don't have trypophobia. Just whoa, whoa, whoa! Stop turning! What is he doing? Were you trying to turn around and like? Oh, you're a baby. You disgust you? But you're gonna say you haven't. Bean is here. Oh, he's purring so hard. Oh, and he's scratching up against the mic. He's saying hi to chat. Hey, come up here, Bean. Let's go. No, let's go. Come on. He's unsure. He always takes a little bit to get up to the shoulders. He has to like really hype himself up for it. Oh, is he going? Yeah? Yeah. We got 2 kitties on cam. Just a little bit forward, Bean. You're gonna fall off. There you go. Perfect. Oh, he's purring so hard. Let's see. Does the mic pick it up? You hate looking at beehives? Gives you an urge to have it destroyed, like smashed and burned, really? Is it specific to beehives, or is it in general this kind of pattern, like the lotus seeds here, for example? Does that feel like that to you? Hey Gordo, thank you so much. Ooh, Bean, you're so good. You have it really bad, Siphon? Oh no. The beehives. Oh. You had it specifically with clams. That's fun. Why clams? Lotus pod isn't this bad. Still don't like it. The smaller holes are worse. Interesting. Okay, so you're staying there, B? Good. The idea I have is either on someone's face or maybe on someone's back, have some sort of infection that looks like a lotus pod or like a beehive. I'm thinking more lotus pod than beehive because it feels a bit more organic. Like you could have this kind of texture on skin. Like it makes more sense to me than a beehive, which is, you know, way more like geometric, like hexagonal. Suriname toad, exactly. That's what I wanted to bring up. I think that's, if I'm correct, because I wanted to look up the name for them. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, this one, if you have trypophobia, you're not gonna like this one. These are frogs which carry their eggs on their backs. If you've never seen this, I'm sorry. They just carry a bunch of eggs on their backs like this, and when they're ready, they just hatch directly from the back and crawl out. This is exactly what I was thinking in terms of like, oh, there's like an infection, like something that lays their eggs like this, but on you. They're so weird, aren't they? Look at them! Look at the little... Oh. They look like Muppets. They're like body horror Muppets. I'm sorry, I just find this image so fucking funny. The way they just got like... Go, Bean. Oh, thank God my shoulders were so warm, Bean. It might be autumn. I'm trying to get into the autumn mood, but it's been really hard because it's so warm, y'all. It's been a little better these days, but it's generally like it's been so warm. It's been summer heat.
It's your baby.
Pimple, what is your baby? Maternal dedication? I think, I might be wrong about this. I think that it's the males that carry the eggs on their back, but I might be mistaking that with seahorses. I just love the little Muppet babies. Kermit being born, exactly. Playing whack-a-mole with these guys. It's a female. Okay, I was thinking of seahorses. But yeah, something as simple as... Ooh, this one's gross. Something as simple as using an image of a Suriname toad on top of human skin, like wherever we put it. It is really funny too. They're just like little tiny... Because they made it they made them like kind of skin colored, so they feel like tiny like little humans crawling about. The something as scary as this music. Cynthia PTSD. Male fertilizes the eggs and pushes the eggs on the back. The skin grows around the eggs. I love that. Nature is weird. Oh, this one's kind of lopsided. Posted a clam video on the Discord. I assume that's in Val's operating room? Yeah. Okay. Let's check this out. Let's see if it's that bad. Oh. Oh, they're just underground. Whoa. Whoa, what the fuck? So many of them. That's so cool. That doesn't give me any trypophobia personally. Does it for you guys? Okay. Really? I don't know. I just find it real cool. It's like, oh my god, there were so many of them. I would have felt weird about walking on top of that because there's so many clams under it. Okay, so it only does... It seems like a very like specific and personal thing. Like what triggers trypophobia on specific people. It's interesting actually. It's the worst you've had it. I'm confused at why they do that. They might just get buried in the current. Or they might be under the sand just to catch like whatever comes with the current itself. So they might just be filtering the sand, and that's why they like spit it out after and pop out. So they might just be like eating whatever detritus is in the sand. That would be my bet. It's usually things that are on the coast like this usually like scavenge in the like what little nutrients they can find among the sand. Oh, thank you, Nito. Frying rice? It looks like riding maggots. I've never fried rice. Should try it out one day, see if it looks like maggots to me. Hey Nate. Nate is fire in the chat. Have you ever done a comic based on like your own worst fears, like something that really icks you like that you had a hard time drawing? If you guys don't know, Faya does some amazing comics. You can look it up. It's called Nocturne. I'm gonna put up a link in the chat. It's in Webtoons. Oh wait, I got the wrong link, the old one. So you're telling me maggots fried this rice? Wait, I'm only getting the old link. Should just look it up in Webtoon. There it is. Aha. Yo, check it out here. I got the frog hugging the other frog. Oh, it might be fucking. I don't know. I think that's how frogs fuck. I'm not sure though. Not an expert on that. Y'all should read Nocturne though. Hey Nate, you should do a comic based on like specifically like trypophobia and something that really fucks you up, and see if you're able to draw that. Maybe it'll cure you of it. Maybe just like exposure will make you feel better about it. Okay, here's the question though. Do we put this on the back as an homage to Suriname toads? Do we put it somewhere else in the body? I feel like I'm kind of in between the back and the face. Things on the face tend to feel like ickier, but I don't know. We've also done this one in the back, and I don't want to like just do a repeat. Do something like really similar to this. Humor me, tongue. Ooh, that's bad. I love it. You triggered some people's trypophobia with your tooth fairy. Can see that. If you do clams, I'm blocking you. No, I think I'll do the frog eggs. I think Rounder's idea is really good. We would need to find a good picture of a tongue, which is harder than it looks, because there's not a lot of like pictures online of open mouths. It's not as like a close-up of an open mouth. It's like, you know, kind of photo a dentist would take. So that would be dependent on finding a good image, but we could try that out. We can start in the usual places, which I don't think we'll find a lot of like Unsplash if we look for tongue. I could be wrong. It'll probably just be people doing this. Yeah, that's what I expected. It's like an eerily realistic tongue for a plastic mouth. Oh, a Photoshop edit. How did this make it on Unsplash? There's not usually photo manipulation on here. Oh, here's something annoying. Unsplash removed the like related images. So if you scroll down, there's no related images under it anymore. Why? That was useful. A lot of these are like weirdly horny, but I know they can't do like nudity on this side, so I'm safe like TOS in terms of TOS, but yeah, let's just do the free ones, because now it gets a bit annoying if you try to block out the not free ones. I'm for sure gonna scroll down and turn this stream into a podcast at some point. That is fair enough. What do you need? An isolated tongue, close-up of a tongue? Yeah. Lots of pictures of people like doing this, but see, this is the kind of thing we're looking for. I've already used this image though. If you know where, shout it out in the chat. Let's see if someone gets it right. I bet someone will. It's not that old. Nah. The beast. The beast is upon us. Trypophobia, maybe the worst idea I've ever had. Oh no. That was the tongue louse, exactly. The giant isopod, yes. Oh, this one fucked me up for like half a second until I realized there were masks. Okay, yeah, so most of what we find is like people doing this, which was expected. I knew there would be I knew there would be a lot of pictures of people doing that, but still holding out hope there might be a good one. But we've already, like, the one good one is here. And we'd already used it. Black tongue. Yeah, that can happen. So it's like... Oh, where did it get changed? Oh yeah. It's just a new extension I have. There we go. Just does like tab groups. Can sometimes do weird things. I'm gonna start making your own tongue stock photos. I should. I should just go out, like, start taking pictures of my tongue. Okay, oh, I'd actually scroll this up. Change the tab. I did a bunch of self-portraits recently, and one of these streams, we're gonna edit that, fuck my own face up, and make that a new profile pic as well. Here's some of the pictures I took. Let me pull them up. Okay, so oh, a baby. 2. Oh wait, hold on, you can't see them. Here. 1 and 2. I was just taking photos I was just here, like, on the side of the room, right there, and with my tripod, and the cats were like super curious about the camera because it just kept making clicking noises. So I took a picture with them. That portrait with baby arms. Hey Johnny. Can I try looking for surprised faces? I don't think that'll work. I think we need like an actual close-up of a mouth. But yeah, cat pictures aside, I took a bunch of pictures of myself, different expressions. Here's, like, this is a sort of, you know, something like this probably is what I'll end up using. And what I want to do is maybe like do the mushroom thing on my face. So just like this one, but on myself. It's been a while since I've done a self-portrait, so I figured it'll be a good time. Anyway, back to browser. We'll probably be doing this one of the next few days. I don't know which one exactly though. Okay, we're just getting dogs at this point. A gecko. Yeah, so if it's like a full face picture, like let's say we take this picture, we just want the tongue, we're gonna have to like cut it like this, you know? Which will reduce the quality a ton. So we'll be working from a really like small image, which is not ideal. We can do it, worst comes to worst, but okay. Let me quickly look up. Hold on. So let me do a quick search here on Wikimedia for tongue. The reason for that is that whenever you look for something anatomical on Wikipedia, on Wikimedia, you have a real high chance of seeing a dick. So just out of abundance of caution, I'm looking it up quickly on here. Okay, no dicks that I can see. I think we're safe. Oh, let's see. You guys got some already? Tonsils. Tonsil trypophobia would be kind of fucked up. They're already kind of... like, tonsils are already kind of weird like that. Oh, this one's very good too. Val, no. Do you not like tonsils? Oh, you already saw Volva was looking for tongue? Okay, okay. That's why you were saying Val no, okay. Do not on stream. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate you saving me. I can go to camera mode for a sec, just to check. Really, I guess I scanned it quickly, so I didn't find anything. But yeah, Wikimedia doesn't have a ton. We have this one, which is actually a photo of these little things. Some people have those on their tongue. It's completely normal. It's just like, you know, sometimes our bodies do weird things like those. They're called plica fimbriata, if you were wondering. Shout outs in the chat to anyone that might have this. It's fairly common. I don't know how many people have it, but vulva, uvula, no difference to be honest. This photo for texture. Oh yeah, lingua plicata. That's another thing tongues can do. Well, I found one of people kissing, but I don't think that's against TOS. Tongue dripstone. Tonsillitis. Me searching for open mouths. Wiki comments. Have a nude woman. Yep. This happens a lot. There's a lot of stuff on Wiki comments, which I do appreciate because it's a fantastic resource. Like just a huge library of images, free to use. Really cool. Okay, I'm glad I'm not putting this up on screen on stream, because there is an entire drawing of a cum shot. I'm not kidding. It's drawn. It's pretty detailed though. Oh, thank you, Wikipedia, and all the wonderful artists who contribute to it. Finest of arts, exactly. A watercolor painting of a woman touching herself and a diagram of a 69.
The Russian roulette of quote Willy find searching random phrases lol.
Yeah. Where are the nude men? Oh, you'll find that if you search for it. There are a lot of dicks on Wikimedia. Mouth ulcer. Okay, I think my favorite one. Let's go back in here. My favorite ones are this, just like the tongue from the side, and this one, just because it kind of has like interesting lighting. We see that it's the interior of a mouth, but it's just like just the back of it is lit. That's kind of interesting. So if we're gonna go for like trypophobia in the mouth, we can go for something like this. Oh, okay. I just had an idea. Here's a little known fact about me, and I have talked about this with like literal experts in their fields who have no idea, like who have never seen something like this, and we're just like pretty flabbergasted. I have a hole in my palate. It's really small. I might have mentioned this on stream in the past. So it's kind of like in front of my palate. It's very small. I couldn't show it to you on camera. Like it's not really like visible from the outside. You can just see like the little folds around it. But sometimes this hole is just kind of blocked up because it just goes up and it connects either to like one of the cavities in the face bones or to the nose cavities just above it. In any case, sometimes it's filled up with I guess mucus and stuff. Sometimes I can pass air through it and it makes a whistling sound. And I can't do it right now, so it's a bad time to talk about this. But I swear, it's real. I have a hole in my palate and I can make it whistle. I can like pull, if I make if I remove all the air from my mouth and I try to pull in, it just pulls air from, I assume, my nose cavity. Anyway, yeah, nobody knows what it is, not even experts. Like I've talked about it as like face surgeons who are like, huh, that's weird. I've never seen that.
Good night everybody. Bali is gonna get taken off her talking about the secret of his mouse.
I get a knock at my door. I bet you have web toes 2 1/3 nipple. Yeah, my hand lump. Goffio. He has a name, alright? I'm evolving. Exactly. It represents the next step in human evolution. Bro is a cartoon character. If you don't have a flute, homemade is fine. Yeah, that's my weak spot. If you attack it, you'll kill me instantly. The iceberg. Yeah, we could add that to the iceberg. I am the iceberg. Anyway, yeah. This whole bit of context is only to explain or suggest what if we did the pallets, like the hard pallets, and there's just a bunch of like holes with eggs in them. I feel like it's equivalent to in like gross factor to the tongue or the back of the mouth. I feel like they're there. They're in the same area. I'm gonna name your mouth hole. I wouldn't really consider it an entity in itself. Like Gofio is you know, a little lump, but a hole is not. A hole is the absence of something. Speaking of the iceberg, have you contributed anything to the document? Haven't had time. Imagine the feeling against your tongue. Oh yeah. Yeah, that would be pretty fucked. Hey Bean, what is it? You wanna go pee or something? He's looking at the door. I'm not sure. Nah, I think he's just hanging out. Apologize to the hole right now. Could store pebbles in there. I mean, it's not that big. It's like needle thin. That's why I can whistle. Hey Maxwell, I got a migraine. That's too bad. I hope you feel better soon. Okay, so real quick. I'm sorry I'm not showing all this to y'all because Wikimedia can be really treacherous like that. But I'm gonna see if I can find pictures of the pallets. Getting a lot of like cleft pallets. Let's see. More tonsils. Mostly just seems to be cleft pallets. No, there's nothing good on Wikimedia. And nothing good on Splash either. So I'm thinking this one might be good. Oh shit, I've already downloaded this image? No way. I might have thought of using it in the past at some point, I'm not sure. Anyway. Hey Bean. What is up? Hello. Yeah. Sleep deprivation was the cause, and sleep shall be the cure. Hell yeah. Good night, Maxwell. What was the origin of the ticket taker? Wouldn't you like to know? For those that didn't see, me and a bunch of other horror artists started posting about this ticket taker character. Our goal was to try to force a meme into existence, or to at least like trick Okay, so our ultimate goal was to trick at least like one YouTube channel into doing like a bad video about the ticket taker. That was our whole intention. Might still happen, who knows? Might be someone writing a video right now. I've been losing my tickets ever since. That's so fucked. I'm sorry. Hope you find your tickets soon. You want to write about your interaction with him? Oh yeah, send those if you do that. Send those to Q in the DMs because he's been getting a lot of stories in his DMs. He's been posting them. I wrote one of them. The very first one that you saw Q post was written by me. Hey Bean. Oh, kiss in the head. He's right here. He's in the perfect spot. You get a little kiss in the head. Okay, so try and focus and figure this out. He's scratching up. I don't know if you hear like scratching sounds on the mic. That is Bean like scratching his face against him. It's his way of saying hi to chat. Isn't it? Yeah. Oh yeah. You love that. Look at him. You should see his face right now. He's just like enjoying life. Ooh, you'll love that. Okay. He's also sitting on my tablet right now, so I gotta use my mouse for a bit until he decides to go somewhere else. Okay. We have to put our Trypophobia texture in the area that's lit up. You know, it makes sense. Also, we're gonna need to figure out what is this parasite and how does it infect you? How does it get to the back of your mouth? Is it like a very small thing that, like a small bug or something, that you accidentally swallow while like swimming in dirty water? Or like maybe a little tadpole looking thing? Or does it get into your mouth while you sleep? What is our beast? Oh. Hey Bean, stop moving that around. What are you doing? You want to get up on my shoulders? Or do you want to sleep there? He hasn't decided. Iota!
For yet more wonderful horrifying art and sharing good cats with the world. Also get este amiro medlma o persona en una sauna, persona en una sauna, persona en una sauna, persona en una sauna.
I love how it says persona en una sauna. Thank you, Iota. Let me check that out, it's alright. Hang on. I think the picture might be too low quality. It's a good one though. I have not seen the Bay, Johnny. I have a lot of people compare my isopod art to it. So I had it on my watch list, but it's one of those things that I just never got around to it. Tiny leech. When you drink tainted water. Eating snail that isn't completely cooked. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so it gets into you through something you eat, and then just like lodges into the back of your throat. The typical one is fish. Like maybe it's a parasite of fish that just like can sometimes infect humans. It's a really common thing in parasites. It just like finds its way into like the wrong host. Are you updating the Fractal series? Oh, I am way ahead in the Fractal series. I actually recently got done with some of the final pictures for like the end of the series, like way far into the future. Now I just got to do a lot of like the filler images, and yeah, I got all the writing and everything else done. So you'll see a lot of Fractal series soon. This is not part of it though. What we're doing tonight is not Fractal series. I did tell you a photo was supposed to be way too small. I was asking if the final image might look like that. Oh, it's gonna be way more holes. Expired nasal sprays. I like that. The parasite could be a fish. We don't often see fish parasites. Are there? Yeah, there are. Usually like ectoparasites of other like larger fishes. Not inside parasites that I know of. The raw fish thing actually happens IRL. I know. That's why I thought about it. Anisekis. Yeah. Anyway, now we need the texture to put on it. So, what should be this texture? I'm partial towards the Suriname toad. Also, here's the thing. I recently switched to DuckDuckGo for most of my searches because I'm just tired of Google. They've just gotten worse and worse and worse over the years. And at some point, I decided I'm just gonna switch. They actually have a much better license filter here. Look at that. You actually can do public domain. And it's not perfect, you gotta double check, but it can find you some interesting things. Not here in the case of the Suriname toad, but it can get you to some interesting places. I don't know, I'll try and use it a little bit, see if it holds up. Definitely better than, because Google, you got a similar filter to this, but it's only either all photos or only photos with Creative Commons licenses. But they don't let you like filter which Creative Commons license, because it can be like Creative Commons go from like pretty restrictive to public domain. So in this case, you can do public domain, or just you can do any other license. Asius, welcome. Glad you made it. Does this weed out AI garbage too? I haven't seen any AI stuff on DuckDuckGo. I haven't used it as much. Like I haven't used it for very long. In case of Google, you can actually block sites using an extension that lets you, like every time you find an image result from like one of those AI sites, you can just block the entire site and it won't appear again. Or like Pinterest and stuff, you can just block entire sites off of Google, which is nice. Is it just Bing? Yeah. What's a good alternative then? Okay, let's go to iNaturalist. Here. Let's see. What's the... Hold on. What's the species name for them? It's a Suriname toad. That's the one, right? Yeah. Suriname toads, the whole genus. Pipa. They're called Pipa Pipa. That's great. I love Pipa Pipa. Okay, so just switch to free licenses. Only one. It's not with the eggs. Sad. Okay, let's try out Wikimedia. If this doesn't work out, we'll do Lotus pods. Some take more setup than ours. Let me know what you find out, Nate. Whoa, that's perfect. Oh, the little frogs are in there. Ah, look at them. Oh my god. They're in there. They're just peeking out. Some of them are like putting their hands up, like, don't look at me. I'm not ready yet. 5 more minutes, please. This is perfect. It's public domain too. Okay, let's get the biggest image. Save. Oh yeah, Johnny, that's the Suriname frog. They lay their eggs on the back of the female, and the frogs like literally grow inside the skin and they just pop out when they're ready. It's kind of, oop, wrong thing. There we go. Kind of like an alternate form of live birth. It's not really live birth. It's not like us, but it's like a pretty interesting adaptation. Parasitic frogs. Imagine like you one day spit up and you start like tiny little toads start coming out of your mouth. Frog condos. Frondos, if you will. Okay. Let me just do a rough selection around the area we need, which is this. I probably won't take the ones from the side, because first of all, they're blurry. Like these ones, pretty blurry. And second of all, they're like, you know, they're like to the side, so we don't really see them very well, and they won't match like the perspective of the mouth. Although I guess here's something I could do. Because this is convex, like it goes out and the roof of the mouth goes in, it's concave. So what I'm thinking is, instead of like using it directly like this as a texture, we could separate it in two. Just choose a line down the middle and try to select around the holes. And now we have two separate textures. We put them one against the other backwards like this. It'll feel more concave. Maybe that's what my palette hole is for. What did you find, Cryptid? if I started spitting up baby frogs, I would just eat them. Oh no. Ooh, big yawn. I love the expression cats make when they yawn. And while they're yawning with their eyes closed, you just put a finger in their mouth and they close it on your mouth, on your finger. And they always look super surprised. Hamster brain talking. You're so hamster brained. The drawing of your face splitting open. Oh. Well, feel free to share it if you want to. You feel comfy with that. What?
Prepare yourself, Valdevia, Valdevia, I have the power.
The power? Googly eyes! Should the googly eyes just be in two little holes? I guess for now we'll just put them... We'll just put them somewhere in the back of the mouth, because whenever we've placed the holes, we'll just cover two of them with googlies. Hey, Bean. Oh, he wants to go. Okay. I'm gonna open the door for him.
I couldn't help myself, lol.
Morty's just confused. Like, why did he go? Where is he? Ooh, yeah. Skin. The beast is awake.
Well of you, you fashion fussy wussy.
Wussy wussy. See this? He keeps... That's something he's always done. He scratches himself on his neck. And since he has no hair to protect his skin, he'll just scratch himself too hard and create like little wounds. He does that all the time. Don't bite me. Hey, creature. I was trying to show your your weird neck to everybody. He only does that in the neck. So you gotta keep him extra clean there. Poor evil baby. No, I think he wants to go too. I was just waiting for Bean, I think. He might ask me to open the door soon though, knowing him. Oh, there he is. He's scratching his neck. He's doing the thing. Morty! 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 You gotta stop doing that. You're hurting yourself. He needs a little scarf. He does need a little scarf. Okay, so I'm not gonna pick the ones in this area. Why is the flow so low? There we go. I'm gonna cut this area out. Oh, you do want to go out. Hold on. I'll go back for them in a bit. They're both active, so they might start playing and running up and down. You don't want to jump scare the rest of the Discord? Oh. I'm sure it'll be fine. But yeah, feel free to DM it. I might actually flip this vertically. so the lighting matches a bit better. Mouth, yes. Oh, nice. That's cool, Cryptid. Cat-sized chainmail neck armor. Any chainmail makers in the chats that can protect this little kitty from himself? Okay, now we're gonna try to soften the edges so we can fit it on the mouth better. Any medieval armor smiths in chat? Hey, you know, it wouldn't be the weirdest thing that's happened. Like one day I was making an old medieval parchment thing, and that's literally when Stephanie showed up, which is SJ Lahi in the chats. I don't think she's here today, but she's literally a scholar that researches medieval parchment. So, you know, weirder things have happened. Okay, I think that's a good bit. Any medieval cat armor smiths. What's the armor for? Oh, for a cat to stop scratching himself in the neck and hurting himself. You know, regular use for armor. New donation goal to fund commissioning a cat-sized male standard. Yes, please. Oh yeah, I just remembered. We do have a sub goal going, but I put that before stopping streaming for a bunch of weeks, which means it'll now like feel really high. Let me see. Where's the sub goal at right now? Yeah, because I did like total sub points. So we're like at 17. I put 80 or something. Let me try a different one. Let me try new sub points. And it's not going to be a cat armor. It's going to be Booty Cryptids Part 3. There we go. So when we reach that amount of new subs, we'll be doing some more booty cryptids. We have one started that we didn't finish on the last booty cryptid stream, so how can you help? Just by subscribing, which you already are. And if you're feeling generous, you can gift subs. Forgot to re-up your prime. That just reminded you too. Oh yeah. I love the little froggies. Look at them. Oh, it feels... I guess I did flip it. Now it feels like a lot of them are... like backwards. It makes more sense like this, even though the lighting makes less sense. You know what I think we could do? Let's have this part, which is the more like lit up one. Makes more sense to have that in the lit up area. And then I can copy the lower part of each and have that up there. And we're gonna do like little clusters. I'm not gonna do the full thing. We're gonna see what works best. Still never got that moments badge. That was really buggy. So yeah, no wonder they got rid of that. They don't exist anymore, you know. I think that it was until like October 1st or something. Frog children. Okay, should be a bit better. Oh, can't intersect with the tongue. Hold on, I'll make a mask for the tongue later, so it feels like it keeps going down below the tongue. Oh, Morty wants to come back. He's scratching at the door. The bold villain. Yeah. Hey Morty. Do you want to say anything to chat? Yeah? Is that true? Oh, he's shy. Are you shy? You don't want to say something to chat? Look at the camera. Come on. Aww. You're a shy boy. Yeah. Give me a hug. There you go. No? Okay, okay. Did not want a hug. He's very talkative. Especially... little honk. Especially... Okay, when you pick him up, he'll start talking. Whenever he's like looking at you from above, and he does that, he gets up on the fridge. He like jumps around in like all the kitchenware until he gets on top of the fridge, and he'll just look at you while you eat and meow constantly. And then the way he meows the most, when he gets under a cover, he'll start meowing nonstop. My partner and I, we say that he's trying to be a bat and using like echolocation where he doesn't see. But yeah. It's not like he doesn't like it. He like purposefully gets under the covers and then starts meowing. He said, "Unhand me, you brute." He did say that towards the end. But it doesn't necessarily mean he doesn't, like, he let himself be picked up. After a while, he started complaining, but... Two boys. They're boyfriends. No, thank you for the save reminder. Hey, don't fight. Morty, don't bite him. And Bean, don't... He's trying to attack his tail.
Frijol and the Gremlin.
Yes. Are you gonna share the bed? No. Bean will be back. He'll take his vengeance. Bean, do not bite cables. Oh, they are active. The cats have been activated. It's kind of a feedback loop where one of them will wake up, just like go grab a bite or something, and the other one will see oh, he's moving, so he'll follow him, and then they'll just start following each other and playing. Bean, don't do that. Hold on, he's trying to bite a cable from behind the screen. Come on. He's behind the screen. What will he do? It's not fair you get two. Morty will be gone soon. You'll see him the entirety of this week. No, Bean. Don't scratch that. You'll see him in the entirety of this week, but on the 3rd, November 3rd, he will be gone. So, after this marathon, we'll say bye to Morty. Bean will stay here, of course. Bean is mine. Anyway, where were we? Let's group that up. Bean just observes as Morty cleans himself. Ooh, yeah. And chin scratches. Darn, for 8 hours today? Should take a break, Soup. Okay. Oh, where are you going, Bean? Just trying to find a spot to sleep in, I think. Back to Morty here. Morty cam is on. No, Bean. He's trying to play with everything today. Sorry if he makes noises. It's just being a little rascal. Oh, Morty's gone. Yeah, I guess I should explain a bit better my absence. So, in part, it was my sleep disorder, which is really being wrecking my month in terms of schedule. Like, these past few days, I've been, like, falling asleep at, like, 1 to 2 p.m. That's how backwards it is at this point. But yeah, it's been jumping up and down this month, which has made it really hard to just make a consistent schedule. And the second reason, and possibly the most important one, is I have been working on a big commission, really cool commission. I've been really excited to work on this. That I can't really talk about a lot. It's kind of secret for now. But yeah, it is working with someone I really admire.
I'm happy seeing Frijolito again side by side with mouse babies.
Mouth babies. If you keep going, your sleep will be regular hours soon. Oh, I've tried. It just like keeps looping forward. It's something, it's called chronotherapy, and it's one of the main ways to, quote unquote main, because its effectiveness is pretty disputed, but it is one of the ways to handle the SPD, which is the disorder I have. It is essentially trying to go to bed instead of trying to push your bedtime like earlier and earlier and earlier, which is pretty much impossible because your body just refuses to do that. You try and push it later and later and later until it basically like loops back into a normal schedule. This can really backfire though. So I only do this like really sparingly when it's like absolutely necessary, because if it backfires... Hey, Marty! I scratched the door. Again? Well, you guys go play. They're just gonna go play outside. Yeah, it can really backfire because it can essentially like put you in a sort of unstable cycle where instead of sleeping like 8 hours every day, you'll sleep like 0 hours one day and then 16 hours the next one, and then 0, 16, and like that really fucked up my like the beginning of the year. I was like that for quite a while. Took me quite a bit to get out of that cycle. So yeah, it does have a lot of dangers. And like sometimes unexpected results, like those like paradoxical results with this sort of thing. It's annoying. What time is it right now? 4 a.m. Okay, we got a few good little chunks. What I want to do is, first of all, just try out different blending modes. I think overlay could be a good like base blending mode for this. Figure out the googly eyes later. Maybe multiply with some levels below it that really brighten it. Like multiply plus this could work. Okay, let me try one thing here. I'll do a desaturation and a high pass. That essentially turns it into a grayscale image that's more or less focused, like it turns it into like a Gaussian curve around gray. We can apply that to all of them. And this will create a pretty smooth effect. Ice water, nice. I got tea right now, but that's pretty much water. Okay, so I'm thinking overlay. As a base. Oh, I can hear the cats running outside. They're chasing each other. It's one of their favorite games. Hey, Erbium. Just as intended then. So now I want to go over the skin in between the frogs. Because when I applied it like this in overlay, it just looked a bit too bright, that skin. So, or it's not skin. I guess the prompt was skin, but we're actually going for like the mucous membrane. It's close enough. And this part is way too bright. Like, I like this bit the most. It's gonna need a bit more work around the lower area here. First of all, I'm just doing the same as I did above. It's flesh, it counts. Exactly. You got the right idea. Okay, hard light gives us a really nice contrast where we can see little froggies really well. It doesn't have color on it, but it could work out if we just apply it on the areas we need. So we just take a soft brush and just pick the little froggies. I guess we still haven't chosen like which ones we're gonna have show up, so. And the brush tool. If you ban the brush tool, you'll kill me instantly. No, because I'll be smart and it'll just use the eraser. You can't ban them both. I mean, you can if you have enough points, but... You gotta be strategic if you're gonna ban a tool. Because I can use the eraser exactly the same I use a brush. I just gotta change, like... from black to white, basically. And I can do the same thing. So you would hinder my efforts, but you would not completely destroy me. think it's a good idea to add a warning in the title of the stream? Is trypophobia enough of a warning to deserve it? It's not like I don't think a lot of people have like a trypophobia as in like they're deathly afraid of this, just kind of icky, right? You guys let me know if it warrants a content warning on the title. Alibi to chat's decision. Oh, thank you for the save reminder. This is the worst day of my life. Yeah, it would appear on the thumbnail. That's true. That serves as a pretty good deterrent. Imagine just feeling them like wriggling on the back of your throat. Yeah, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, trying to do the whole effects. The whole effect. Before even having selected, like, which specific holes I'm going to pick. So, what I'm going to do is hide them all. Just reduce the density a bit so I can see which ones I'm selecting. Use this brush and pick the ones I want to keep. Because I don't want to have it like fully covered. I think it would be more interesting if, you know, like more dense in some regions, more sparse in others. Like I think these lower bits can be pretty dense, like this. I like those two here. And I think when we get to up here is when I just want to have like a few of them scattered. This popped one. Instant vomit button. What happened to you, sorry? How about something like this? I might add a few more few more holes like around here. Because, okay, if we show them all, we got like this area in the middle is lacking, and maybe this area too. So maybe something that fills in both of those. I'm just going to pick from the same image once again. And pick up a pretty central area, maybe make it smaller. Maybe something like this. Hey hero. You're itching. Hope this doesn't itch too much. What kind of animal is this? It's some kind of amphibian, I think. Oh, that's weird, sorry. Sounds uncomfortable. Different way to get frog legs. Okay, can't really see very well what I'm doing here. This should do. I'm gonna copy it to the other layer as well. That's important. And do the same thing I did for the others. So a little bit of masking of the area around the froggies. Nope. He opens doors. Hey, Morty. Hold on. Gotta close the door behind him. Have him. Oh, you're gonna get up here, aren't you? So far this is manageable. If you add occlusion shadows to the halls, like a really high contrast, this will make me throw up. Oh, don't worry, Nate. We will get there. All right. Now we add the contrast here. Here's the mort. In Spanish, I called Morty mortífero because that means deadly. It really fits him. Look at his face. Oh, the beast is upon us. He loves that. Ooh. Enjoying life, vibing. Oh, okay. I'm done, I guess. The bite means... Okay, I've had enough. What is holes in Spanish? Agujeros. But I'll give you one better. There's an Asturian word for hole, which it's not Spanish, it's a different language, but it's similar-ish to Spanish. The Asturian word for hole is furaku. Really fun word. He's looking at me with such an evil face right now. Oh, but he loves it. He's an evil boy that loves the scratches. Oh yeah. Can you repeat that? Furaku. Asturiano, yeah. Oh yeah, Morty definitely enforces boundaries. Hell yeah. Do it, Nate. Attack your own psyche. I love that we can just see the little guys inside. They're just like ready to pop. Just about ready. Gonna increase the density. More holes. Kind of picking them randomly, just picking an area and seeing what holes pop out. It's like a loot box for holes. He's glowering like a grumpy old man. Okay, take a look at the hands though. Just sitting like this. His eyes are closed. He's sleeping right now. He just doesn't like He sometimes sleeps like this with his head up. Looks much spookier when not all the holes are visible. I do agree. World's worst scratch and sniff. I'm wondering if they should have like a different color from the area around them. I feel like maybe not. Maybe they should just look pink-ish as well. Try and like just other layer styles, just to see what happens. Nothing too interesting though. If I re-add the color, it'll help out a little bit. Hey Lemur, we actually ended up pivoting from skin and went into mucous membrane. Mouth holes, yes. With frogs, yes. Exactly. Frog holes, if you will. Okay, trying to see if I disable the smart filters. The yellow color is not too bad. I mean, I consider that some of the edges are kind of wonky, but thank you, Lemur. Oh, we also got to add the googly eyes. I'll just pop them in random spots. Here. Beautiful. Yeah, I could potentially just take all the frogs and bring them back, bring their yellow colors back. Without affecting the skin around them. So obviously they wouldn't tint the skin. Still not sure if I'll like keep this, but I want to try it out. And what we can do is reduce the density to keep this in like some intermediate level, which is nice too. Frogs and ghoulies. What more we could want what exactly? How much would it cost to fill every hole with ghoulies? All your points. Yeah, I just think I want something that makes the holes themselves darker. Oh, thank you for the save reminder. Ooh, this gives it a lot of contrast. Innate, is this what you wanted? PSB already? Oh, that makes sense. I've copied the same layer like a million times. Let me simplify a bunch of these. I just have a shortcut, F3, that just does a bunch of actions that simplify layers to just a really simple configuration. I keep handing Ed a gun and telling him to shoot me in the head. Oh, if you ask nicely, I will make my art specifically scarier for you. I'll tailor it to your every fear. That's the Valdevia guarantee. What a cute cat. I mean this one? The other one's cuter, but I'm biased. Because this is Morty, we're cat sitting him. He's a friend's cat. He's been here for, God, like nearly 2 months now. It was supposed to be less at first, but his owner has been is gone for like 3 months because he's like doing an external rotation in another city, and he was supposed to live it with us only for the first live Morty with us only for the first month, and then the people that he had for October flaked on him, so we were like, oh, we can keep the cat 1 more month. He's already used to being here anyway. But yeah, for November he does have a person to keep him. Give you that cat. Okay. I'll throw him really hard and you catch him, okay? would have such a hard time being away from cats for that long. Yeah. Yeah, he was like, cats sucked for him because he was doing this rotation in Madrid, which is Spain's capital city, and it's really, really expensive to rent there. And he literally could not find an apartment that let him have, that was like for a short rent time, because you know you have to, it's only for 3 months, that also let him have a pet. So yeah, that sucked for him. Okay, we need to... We need to reduce the yellows, I think. They're a bit too strong. I feel like we can just leave it as a subtle like difference in color, but it's still kind of pinkish. Maybe some are still breaching the skin. I mean, we got different stages of development among these. I like that they're showing, that the little faces are showing. Okay, I think that the blacks are too dark here. So let me try here. Mostly affecting the ones on the top, which are actually pretty much good. But I'm looking at the original photo here, and you can see that the darkest shadows, like right behind here, and they're not that dark. We can actually calculate this pretty accurately if we do a black and white filter, and we sample something from the darkest area, and they say here it's 23. We can do the opposite for the brightest, which, you know, we should take like the brightest from like the general area and not including specular highlights. And that seems like 236. So I can actually plug this in here. What was it? 20. Wait, did I? 236 and 23. There we go. So this actually lets us set up limits of how dark things can be. 23 watt. Nate, what you talking about? Hey, don't be mysterious on me. Well, I'll make this even scarier for you. did I say? I forget the things I say. That's something you should know about me. I'll say a thing and then immediately forget I did. Okay, Hammy. You sleep well before I go, okay. Someone already made me save, yeah. 10 minutes ago. But I will save again, just for you. Look, there it is. Thank you, Hammy. You have a good night. See you on the next one, I hope. Let me do a little thing here, because you see there's this hole here. It doesn't make like a ton of sense, because it's like right in the middle of this little ridge here. Okay, Hammy.
Buenas noches, mis compañeros críptidos, y que sus sueños estén llenos de ranas.
Thank you, Hammy. The non-Spanish speakers, that means good night, my cryptid friends, and may your dreams be full of frogs. Okay, so I messed with the geometry here a little bit, so this hole would fit better. Could I have just deleted that hole? Yes. But I'm lazy. This one works. Look at how he sleeps. Yeah, he loves to sleep like that. There, you can see right here below the mouth. That's where he scratches himself. It's not like big wounds, but he'll just do these little spots. Yeah, it's really funny when he sleeps like that. Bean is sleeping on the floor behind me here, out of the camera's range. Okay, so I'm using this layer to soften it a little bit. I feel like this was too strong. Like this feels, you know, it doesn't feel integrated into the photo. This, you know, feels a little better there. Because like we're shining at this with a really strong light. So anything that gets directly hit by that light would be kind of bathed in it as a result. And I'm also brightening the inside of some of these holes. So it feels like, you know, the light went inside. They're not that deep, you know, they don't go. They're just like little spherical holes, so the light would definitely reach the back if it's being hit directly, you know. Immersed bar. We're making some trypophobia things. There are froggies in there, yes. These are called Suriname toads, and they're a type of frog that lays the eggs on their back, on their own back, on their skin, and the frogs then hatch out of the back. It's like being pregnant, but infinitely worse. So the idea is to make like a parasite version of these frogs. Army of frogs you can spit out of people. See, now I like your forward thinking. That's a glass half full attitude that I want to see in this chat. Trying out all the layer modes just to see what they do. Sometimes it's good to scroll through and seeing if anything strikes your fancy. Valdevia universe, pocket sand, exactly. Frog's pit. Calls himself the Gleeker. I'm gonna go to the very brightest areas. Just to continue integrating it into the image and its lighting. Frogs have untapped potential for horror. Not enough people are doing frog horror. It is a fresh market with no competition. We will have to figure out how an amphibian gets in your mouth and lays eggs without you noticing, but that is a problem for future me. think that this hole there kind of bothered me. Like the lighting on it was wrong. So let's just exchange it for another. Make like a little cluster here. There we go. Unintentionally horrific PSAs. Don't drink dirty water, or you might get frogs in your mouth. Okay, what if... Because here's the thing. Okay, this is a frog. It's not like it can be a tiny worm that gets into your mouth and lays eggs. What if you drink dirty water and tadpoles get in, and it's the tadpoles themselves who dig the hole? They're very, very tiny, so you don't notice it. It might just be cloudy water or something. Or it might just be the eggs themselves, like the eggs are in the water. They attach themselves to your throat, and as tadpoles, they dig themselves in and they cover themselves in, you know, they just get inside the skin, and yeah, they go from there. What do you guys think? Because it's an amphibian, like, and especially like amphibians in their first stage of life, tadpoles are completely aquatic. So it has to be, like, water has to be involved at some step. Either that or an entire adult frog gets in your mouth and plants the eggs, but it's a bit unrealistic. How this will be treated? You just let them go and get out. Vaping pond water. My art would go crazy on an anti-smoking ad. It is less amusing than a straight up frog clambering in your mouth. I mean, yeah. But it's for realism. Hold on, my cable. It's getting loose. I gotta clamp it down here under the table. I think that does the trick, yeah. Realistically, your immune system would react. I mean, it would react, but your immune system can't kill a whole frog. Like, it already has trouble with worms. The immune system is good for, like, small things. Big things, it doesn't, like, it can't usually entirely destroy them, so it covers it. It creates a little sack around it, basically, which, you know, really works out for this, because they're, like, getting into your throat. So, you know, your immune system will create that membrane around them, and that will actually protect them. Hearts or flesh? Welcome, welcome. Reminds me of those folks' cures where they put a live frog in your mouth to treat whooping cough. Did they do that? Coming this summer, don't fall asleep next to the pond. Froglets. Rated R. Contaminated mouthwash. I love that. I'm thinking, but what if just drawing, but what if I cover some of these in like translucent bubbles? So it's just like adding a little reflection on them like this, you know? Like some of them haven't hatched yet. Adds a bit of variety. Try and keep the edge visible. Give them specular highlights too. Make them feel wet. Wet bubbles. A little bit of blur. Golden Sun cover. Hell yeah, finally someone recognizes it. Oh, it says Golden Sun right there. It's not a hard guess, but it's a great song. Golden Sun was one of my favorite games as a kid. Must have played that game through like those two games like 5 times. Okay, see you, Mush. That's too bright. Hey, Bean. I like this one's face. Hey, kid. You might be wondering how I ended up here. Oh, really? Johnny, I love that. Oh, the good old days of the internet, Johnny. Something I could do here. Let's do it in a separate layer. Here. Let's bring the contrast up. I think it was 23 and 236. Bring the brightness up a little. Yeah, this actually brings out a few details in the image that I hadn't even noticed at first. Like, look at these. Oh, yeah, the color thing. Look at these reflections here. Oh, this is actually way more useful than what I've been doing manually. Let me give this a try. This I'm gonna call bubbles. It's not bubbles, but it's the one that looks like look like bubbles, like the unopened eggs, I guess. Okay. Some like reflections here. And I think those should show up on these. And even on this one. Hey kids. Okay, how are we feeling about this? Trypophobia people, does this work for you? Medical procedure to get rid of this? Tweezers and time. Some of them a bit too forward. The plate of the upper jaw is hard. I mean, fair enough. I do like them like climbing up a little though. Even if it's not as realistic. We could give him a little bump under them. So it feels like that's like elevated a little. These are the ones that are in the hard palate, because this is like... Sorry. I'm testing the exact spot with my mouth. My tongue. Back there is a soft palate, so it's also soft tissue. They could insert themselves pretty well in there. Off on the sides here. It's next to the teeth. Yeah, these parts would be harder. There's like less soft tissue there. And these three ones in the back would be in the hard palates. Maybe these two. And then a little bit of shadow on the other side. Let's make it feel like there's a bit of a bump. I try and go kind of subtle with it, but... Would there be no bleeding? It would be... I feel like at this point when they're popping out, probably not a lot. It's already like scar tissue. They're just like, they've entered their formidable scar. At that point there would probably be some bleeding. They're pretty small, so maybe not that much. And then just kind of formed scar tissue around them. So scar tissue doesn't bleed when you open it. Which is the connective tissue. Realistically, there would be some bleeding. But I tried to do something that goes into body horror without going too much into gore. So not showing blood is a great way of kind of keeping it clean that way, keeping the grossness without going like too far there. He's so sleepy. Ooh, yeah. Good scratch. Big yawn. Okay, where do I sign this? What do you guys think? Would be a good place to put a signature here. World's sleepiest creature. He is. Sometimes. Only sometimes. Oh. Shower time? No. Tooth cavity. Tooth cavity signature. That's evil. I guess tooth cavity is not this person's biggest problem right now. No, we're not adding that much to the suffering, are we? Probably to the cost of the procedure, but... yeah, I'm thinking there's like a little line here. I'm thinking sort of using that. Like so. Some teeth carving here. Tooth carving, just one. And the googlies. Very important. Can't forget them. To here before I re-add them. Let me do some of this. Classic blur plus sharpen. Sounds good, Dilf. Have a good night. Trying to get a good contrast going. Give it a bit of grunge. And maybe a little of this. I want the light to feel kind of bluish. Alright, let me try something out here. You going to, Evelyn? If so, have a good night. Okay, I'm gonna try and bring back some of the contrast in the back of the mouth here. I feel like we fixed a lot of the contrast problems that we had at the beginning. Oh, thank you for the save reminder. Now let's try that out. Repeat the same smart filters. Bit better contrast. Yeah, it does clash against the back of the mouth. It's just so, like the lighting is so strong in the back of the mouth that kind of hard to get detail out of it. But can do this. This softens it. And what if I add soft lights? And darken the back of the mouth a bit more. This counteracts the effects of the lighting a little. And now let's see the filters. Ja, goed. Hope you don't have trypophobia. This works way better contrast-wise. It's way more readable. Do you have trypophobia, Evelyn? If so, I am very sorry. Ooh, I think I might go for like this high contrast, high texture look. think it works best for this. Is trypophobia triggered if the holes are filled? I'm not sure. I'm not sure because like lotus pods tend to produce like a lot of trypophobia in people, but they're not like they're filled. They have the seeds inside, so I don't know. Or sunflowers. I can see that. I hadn't thought about sunflowers as trypophobia inducing, but adding a bit of shadow behind the mouth. Behind the tongue, I mean. Sounds good, hero. I'm glad you were able to make it. Have a good night. Hope I see you on the next one. But yeah, reminder for those who just got here later today. This is the start of a stream marathon. We will be streaming every day this week up until Halloween, making creepy things. Each day, which I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, but I'll say it again. Each day, the prompts will be based on one of my own fears. So, in this one, I guess we started with skin, but I guess we veered into a different prompt that I also wanted to do, so it's not a problem. We veered into the parasites prompt. So, okay, we might do another parasite or we might do another skin. Well, like, it's very much a see where it takes us kind of deal. I don't have like super specific ideas for each day. I just want to, you know, see where it goes. Just start from the front and go wherever the winds take us. I did veer into attacking Nate. That is true. I mean, what we're aiming for in this series of streams is to go for like as terrifying as possible, so we're doing well in that case. Hope you're doing well. I'm making some of these bumpy as well because I like what it looks like on the ones we did up here. So I figured no harm in trying it down here too. Some of them, like the ones that are straight in front of the lights. There's not as much you can do. You could like maybe a little shadow all around. I like this. I like this effect. It's subtle, but I think it helps. It helps like make it fit more, make it feel more at home here in the mouth, and also just make it a little bit more gross, which is nice. So we got more Golden Sun on the soundtrack. Oh yeah. It's pretty funny how just adding like the subtlest light and shadow can really make a difference. Like just look at these two here. Before and after. How they just pop out of the skin now. I don't know if that works for or against the trypophobia. Not really sure. Guess it might depend on the person. I thought it was Fly Me to the Moon. It does have some Fly Me to the Moon vibes, so I won't say no. That's true. But no, it's Golden Sun. Have you never played Golden Sun, Nate? If you didn't, you need to play it right now. You're saying you enjoy good games, right? You don't know what that is? The best JRPG that exists. I'm biased. Played it as a kid, but it's actually really good. It holds up very well. It's 2 games for the GBA. Really easy to get on emulators nowadays. Hey! Thank you so much, Cass, for getting a sub. I think the message didn't pop up, but it showed up in the tracker above. Thank you, Cass. There it is. Took a second.
Happy Valloween.
Hell yeah! Happy Valloween to you too. Yeah, I like that. I'll keep that effect. Makes them feel a bit more like zits. But we'll go with it. Takes a bit of work to like do them all individually, but sometimes you gotta do the dirty work of like drawing. Imagine drawing like an entire thing. Could not be me. Armored Core 6 is the best JRPG. You heathen. This pose was made by the Photoshop gang. Okay. Am I missing any important ones? Like some of the ones here around the center. But I don't want to give those too much of that effect because they're right next to the light, so we wouldn't get to see them that well, see those bumps that well. It was a nice day out, so I went for a walk. That is no need to excuse for that. To excuse yourself for that. You touched grass. That's good. Hope you had a fantastic day. Oh yeah, another thing about the stream marathon that I didn't mention. We will be picking one from the art I make during this week. We'll just be picking a favorite. And that will be the postcard that I sent to patrons. So if you want to get whatever postcard we make, help me decide, you can join up on the Patreon. That's the best way to support me. I'll put up a link in the chat. There it is. Now let's try out the filters on this. Can't wait to see what happens. Ooh, nice. Oh, that makes quite a bit of difference. Even the tongue, just like my artificially lighting the tongue, I think helped. I think I'll make the light less blue. Because right now, what it feels like by making the light, giving the light some blue, it just feels like really discolored here. Which might go against, like, it might make it feel like more dead. I don't know. I want to see what it looks like without that. I think that's a fault of that filter. I could even, give the light a little bit of kind of reddish pink while giving the overall light a touch of blue so it still stays a cold light, but it still feels like there's some vitality in there. I ain't signing up for the mouth frogs full of fans. Fair enough. I don't think this one will be the postcard though. Because I don't tend to do super gross stuff in the postcard, because I want it to be something that you can display. Like the ones we got back there. Actually, let me show you the one from last month, because I don't think I showed it on stream. Yeah, because I barely streamed this month, and I think the last stream I did, I still hadn't printed them. Did I show this on stream? This was the one that I did last month. There it is, trying to not get the reflections. Really happy with how this one came out. Morty sleeps in really weird positions. Ooh, big yawn. I think just the base lighting on here makes this kind of blue. It's not really blue at all, but it's in the pink range instead of the red range. So when I add some blue to everything, it makes the reds here more pink, and it makes the pinks blue. So that's why the back of the mouth looks kind of discolored and blue. Especially because, you know, I mess with the lighting and stuff, so that can make it even worse. So what I could potentially do is just a color layer. Quite a bit of... Oh yeah, that doesn't work. Yeah, of course, I'm silly. There's a color layer here. Ooh, look at what this looks like without that layer. It was holding up the entire image. The chrome gradient map. It would really help. Yeah, chrome gradient map is definitely the solution. It's definitely the way to go. I got chrome somewhere here, yeah. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? See, that helps, I think. Halloween. No, we're doing Valloween here. Let's not get it twisted. Completely different festivity. It just happens to line up with Halloween, but it's a week long. Ooh, the yawner. You're not gonna share your bed with Bean tonight? Oh, Bean is just sleeping elsewhere. He's sleeping behind the computer. My little boy, you're sweaty. He's a sweaty cat. I don't know if you guys ever touched one of these bald boys. But they can get a little bit sweaty. It's just like a feeling. It's not like really they're wet, but it just like leaves an imprint. It's just like you notice your hands are like kind of like slightly humid, you know? They're sweaty boys. He's getting a full head massage right now. Yeah, just slightly moist cats. Yeah, I feel it in my hands now. I just gotta like wipe them on my pants. It's okay. It's just a wrinkly angel sweat, isn't it? Isn't it? Yeah. Wow. Sorry, I got distracted. Kitty. See, this feels like it has a bit more vitality. I feel like it has to be somewhere in the middle between these. Because it didn't, like this one, it feels too flat in color, and this one feels better in color, but still like slightly discolored in the center. And this is like way too discolored. It's like going back through old versions. So it has to be somewhere in between. Either that or I reduce the pinks here. Let me try that. It's getting this like really strange pose for a shower, dude. So silly. I think this might be on the color grading because I added reds to the color grading. If I add blues instead, it goes back to being a little discolored. It has to be somewhere in the middle. Oh, bye Morty. Morty's gonna need his own emotes. He comes to visit so often. Yeah. Oh, he wants to go out. And Bean is following him. I'll open the door for him. Here we go. They're going out on a date. Bean and Morty. Yeah, Morty's gonna end up needing an emote at this rate, yeah. I hear that they might be adding new emote slots. I think it's like specifically the animated ones. I think it's like 5 new animated slots. So that's nice. I will have to commission some new ones. I think we're nearly there. Yep. I think we achieved a good balance. So now let's see, maybe some final touches. brighten the whole thing a little. I don't want it to be too dark. Plus maybe a little more sharpening. Sometimes it's good to have just like a couple layers of sharpen at like different radiuses. Radiuses? Radii? How do you say that? English is confusing. Help. How many images of open mouths have I done at this point? There's this one. There is... Let me think. There's the isopod. I'm gonna pull them up on screen here. Oh, and googlies. Let's see. The isopod was from last August. Oh my god, time fucking flies. I've done this one. Hey, Donan, welcome. Thank you for the raid. Hey, folks. I'm sorry for the horrors. If you're about to see trypophobia warning, I guess it's too late. Hey, folks. How is the stream, Jonan? And Morgan, thank you so much for the follow. My name is Eduardo, for those who don't know me, and I do horror art with Photoshop. Sometimes it's really gross like this. Sometimes it's not. I'll show you a few of the things I've done. We were about to review all the horrible mouth things I had done. So like this isopod that lives in your mouth. But I'll show you some more varied things. I don't want y'all to come here and think I just do mouth horror every day. Let's see. What can I show y'all? I do have a lot of parasites. I do a lot of like medical horror, just like weird parasites and things like that. So this, for example, is a wasp that injects an egg inside your skull, and the egg hatches and the larva starts eating your brain very slowly. And as it does, it learns to emulate the parts of the nervous signals of the brain it's eating. To keep the person alive as it slowly eats their brain from the inside. At some point, it's just like the larva has taken over the full brain, and it's taken over all the functions of the brain. So you don't know, you might be talking to this person and you don't even know that they're dead. It's actually a wasp pretending to be them. But yeah, eventually they molt into the adult version that we see here, and then they hatch. They just goes boom. Yo, is this the mouth guy? No. My worst fear, being known as the mouth guy. Medical horror slaps one of the tropes and trying to integrate into your art. Hell yeah. All that kind of stuff. I studied medicine before doing art, so I bring a lot of that into my art, or I try to. So in this case, this is inspired by a type of toad. Take a look. This type of toad is a Suriname toad, and it's, hold on, oil essences here. It lays its eggs on its back. Like the female has the eggs on the back. Look at the little face. And then they hatch. And look at this. They look like Muppets. Yeah, their scientific name is Pipa Pipa. Look at these. Just like, yay. So we saw that and we thought, oh, it would be fun to have this frog as a parasite of humans. And then we were thinking, like, where do we put this? Someone suggested the tongue. We didn't find good pictures of the tongue, and we thought, like, how about like the throat, like the back of the mouth? So the idea we converged at is that you drink contaminated water, and there's really like a bunch of really small tadpoles that you don't even see, might just look like cloudiness in the water. But they're just like really small tadpoles, or even the eggs might be more realistic. You ingest the eggs, and as you drink them, they stick to the back of your throat. Then the tadpoles emerge, and they dig into your skin, basically like just making a little bubble for themselves in your skin. Then your immune system will kind of create a capsule around them, which is what your immune system tends to do with like foreign objects, like things it doesn't, like it can't destroy because it's too big. So it'll just create a capsule around it. And the tadpole will grow in there, just grow larger and larger and larger, pushing against that capsule until, you know, becomes a full frog, and it pops out, just like this. Whee! So that's what we decided. So when you're rated, we're finishing this up. What I'm doing this week is a little horror marathon. So I will be streaming every day this week up until Halloween, and every day I will make a different piece of horror art. They're based on, like, each day has a prompt based on my own fears. That's kind of the theme I'm going for here. So in this case, it started because we wanted to do like in the skin at first. So it started as, the prompt started as skin, which, because like something I find really like gross from medical stuff is like skin, dermatology. Talking about skin, wait a minute. Talking about skin, look who showed up. Yay! Oh, how are you? His name is Morty. He's a cat. We're cat sitting, but oh, he's shaking. He's shaking the whole table. He was scratching the table. And this is Bean. That's my cat. The loveliest guy of them all. A Sphinx cat, yeah. Bean is the Siamese one, yeah. Bean is the one I was just holding, and Morty is the one you can see on the camera here. They have a little bed on my table, and a camera, so y'all can see them when they sleep. Morty will just be here for this week, but he'll be here for all the streams in the marathon, so if you pop in, you'll see him. So yeah, where was I before Morty just crashed through the door? I was explaining what I was doing this week. Oh yeah, and showing some old art. Also, thanks for all the follows. I already said Morgan, but Bradfamet, good name, Darth Roney, and Embry, thank you guys for the follows. Really appreciate it. Make me self-promote. Okay, this one's for all the new folks. If you want to catch up with my art in general, there you go in the chat. You got a link to all my... I guess it's missing because I made that one long ago. So it's also missing my Tumblr, which is here. And I think Blue Sky has a command now. It doesn't, but I'm on Blue Sky too, at valdevia.art. Yeah, follow me on whatever social you use. And if you just want to see some art, the website, which is in the first message, or just on here, in this last message I sent, the website has all my art in an easy to browse form, so... Told you not to? Oh, I thought you did. You may add it if you want. I feel like it's big enough already, like there's... 1.5 million people on there. Telling me not to create a command and then trying to use it. That is on me. Hey Bean, do you want to get up? Shoulders? No? Here's the little bald man. It does not have all its art. I mean, not some of the really old stuff and the meme stuff, but it does have most of my art. He was about to scratch the curtain. Bean. Hold on. Criminal. What are you even doing? I have caught him. The beast has been apprehended. What did you say in your defense, Bean? Silence? That's a smart choice. Will you call your lawyer? He's contained. What's up, Bean? Thank you, Sora, for adding that command. Look at his tail. That's a Bean. Hold on. Let's see if he wants to get up on my shoulders. Bean? No, don't look at the pen. That's not a toy. Wanna get up? Oop, careful. Morty's trying to attack you. You see them there. You see him there. Oh boy. The beast. Morty, don't. You'll get what's coming to you if you attack him. Currently Bean is sitting on my tablet, which means I can't do art. He was trying to get his tail, because it was going under the screen, so he couldn't get to it. So he's just like digging around trying to find his tail. Confrontation of a lifetime. Just staring at each other. Hold on, I'm waiting for them to pounce because they seem to be about to attack each other. I mean, in a fun way. It's one of the ways of playing. But I don't know. Bean doesn't seem too convinced. He seems more like sleepy. Hey Bean, you wanna get up here? You know, get up here. Come on. Shoulder. No? You're very indecisive. He's too sleepy to care, yeah. Oh, do you want to now? Come on. Don't let him distract you. Shoulder. There you go. Oh. Whoa. Morty attacked. He saw his chance just about as Bean was about to jump on my shoulder. The fight doesn't... Yeah, it wouldn't be the best thing if it happened on the desk. They would jump off the desk pretty quickly. I don't let them like fight here. He's like, no treats, no seats, yeah. Anyway, what do y'all think of this? Is this creepy enough? We can see little frogs, like their arms and their faces. Hey, Bean. Oh, no, not the mic cable. Criminal. He was trying to bite the mic cable. That would have been a really expensive mistake. You messed up my mic. You know that, right? You would have messed up my whole stream. Jail for 1,000 years. Oh, little guy. Anyway, let's save this. And oh yeah, we were reviewing all the mouth art I had done. So let me save this as a JPEG. It's called Skin. Actually, let me change the name of this. Of the PSD. Bean, don't bite that. We got toys right there. Okay, how do we call this? Throat frog. The throg. I would call it frog parasites. It's a bit more descriptive. Bean, careful. Yeah, exactly. The cute kitties balance the horrors. That's how it works, right? He's obsessed with the Mike's cable. I hope he doesn't bite it too hard. The throat. Bean. Morty, why don't you go play with him? Go. No? Well, he's wreaking havoc back there. Look. There you go. Okay, they're gonna play now. That way he doesn't wreck anything. They'll just... If you hear like noises in the background, that's Bean trying to like get stuff from behind this. I don't know what he saw, probably a cable, but he can't get anything out of there. It's too narrow. I've heard of throat goat, never throat frog, throat toad. We've got a perforated mouth. We have. Bean. Come on, drop it, dude. I guess. I don't even know. Another thing to play with. Little man. I thought it wasn't affecting me, and then I went to eat some bologna and realized the bologna looks a bit too much like the back of this mouth to eat right now. Oh no. I'm sorry. Bean, how did you get a cable out of there? I have dexterous little paws. Sorry about your snack, yeah. Okay, yeah, mouth art review. We got mouth isopod. We've got 2 fractal mouths. Let's see. There's this one in which the mouth bacteria start becoming virulent and growing in fractal patterns. That's before it starts affecting humans directly. And then this is after that when it starts directly affecting humans. So that puts our mouth counter at 4. There's also when was this one? I think it was during the November. Tombstone teeth, this one. Bean. Drop that. This one. Tombstone teeth. All your teeth fuse into one. You had to pause your dinner a couple times because of me. Sorry. You should be going in 5 to 30 minutes. Bean, you're becoming obsessed with this cable. It's really hard to shift his attention sometimes. Yeah, come with me. You are going to baby jail, which is this. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This puts our mouth counter at 5. And technically there's 2 pictures of Modontia, tombstone teeth, but I'll just count it once because it's the same thing. So the mouth counter is growing. Isn't it, Bean? What do you think? From here in baby jail. What is in your mouth? Why are you eating lint? Dude. Lint eater. We're gonna run out of mouth photos. Yeah, it's gonna happen at some point. I'm gonna have to take my own. And it's not an easy thing to take a photo of the inside of a mouth. You gotta focus that. Anyway. Dean, drop the cables, please. In any case. Yeah, I think I'm done with this. It's been 3 hours and a half. I've spent, honestly, a good deal of that time just blabbering, but still pretty good time. I don't want to go super long because I want to stream every day this week, so I don't want to burn myself out. So that is where we're gonna live this. Thank you, Jonathan, again for the raid. I don't know if you're here anymore, but thank you to all the people who came over. But yeah, thank you guys once again. This has been a fun one. I like making gross stuff. I should do more, and we'll definitely do some more gross stuff this week, I think. It won't all be gross stuff. It won't all be medical horror. We'll be doing one of these days. One of the prompts I have is like megalophobia, which is fear of like enormous things. So I want to do something that just feels gigantic. That's just, I don't know. It's one of those things that like strike a primal little bit of fear in my head, and I thought I like that. That's gonna be a nice prompt. So yeah, it's not all gonna be gross stuff, but there's gonna be like 2 or 3 gross ones, I feel like. So yeah, already scratching at the door. So yeah, good time to leave it for tonight. Y'all, thank you so much for being here for my little comeback. We will be back tomorrow around the same hour. Marty! Hold on. I'm gonna catch a criminal. He's making a lot of noise. Criminal caught. Okay. So, the criminal and I are gonna say goodbye. Hey. Say bye. You wanna say bye? Okay. Okay. Y'all, thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow. Take care.